welcome the versatile profile, Miss Karishma Mehra. She's a practicing psychologist, family therapist, a parenting coach, director at the Delhi Cube Association, mentor to the young, a practicing graphologist. And you have to explain me what does that mean, because I don't understand that. And
A
she's
graphologist.
sorry, please.
Basically, if you give me your handwriting, I can actually analyze you for who you are without actually, without actually needing you in person and knowing so many things about you before meeting you. So your signature, your handwriting, a lot of times children specifically, if you want to know what they are going through, graphology helps you there. So graphology just helps me knowing my clients better because there are times when I do not get the opportunity to interact enough with the client, but I do have this need to know exactly what the person may be feeling. So that is why graphology really works there.
तो दोस्तों आज आपकी हैंड राइटिंग को तो हम टेस्ट नहीं करवा सकते, बट हमारे गेस्ट और हमारे स्पीकर की और बहुत सारी एक्सपर्टीज को हम आपके लिए we'll shortly begin. I want to also welcome Dr. Shalini Mishra, Mr. Rakesh Mehta, Healthy Home founder Sarika Mehta, and everybody from Swasth Vihar Care. Welcome everybody. And Miss Karishma, over to you.
So I'm a psychologist, and you have already given me an introduction. But most importantly, I'm a mom, and in this pandemic, the essence of being a parent, I think, has highlighted many folds because as a parent, we have realized our shortcomings, how good we are with things, how bad we are with things. Where all we need to improve as a parent, where all our children need to improve as a parent, as a child, and where all we need to work on our child. But what has happened in this whole process is um, a lot of children have come back and told me that, auntie, वैसे they didn't have time. But at the same time, these children were the ones who actually said that these parents have come and they have आंटी अब उनके पास समय ही समय है, तो वो आके सिर्फ हमें बताना चाहते हैं आप ये करिए, आप वो करिए, आप ये मत करो, आप वो मत करो. जब हम टाइम स्पेंड करना चाहते हैं तब तो वो नहीं थे, अब उन सबको हम चाहिए. So you see the equation, the seesaw has actually become very imbalanced because of the pandemic. There are a lot of insecurities, fears as a parent we have, as a child we have, as a society we have, because problems are not going to stop. But what is going to ensure that we're able to deal with the problems is the connection, is the nature of us being together. So yes, I do believe that, we really need to work on actually ourselves in this process.
And
So, yeah.
what is more important than good parenting? I mean, छोटे से अपने एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ जस्ट दिस वीक मैं अपनी एक फ्रेंड के 2 साल के बेटे के साथ वीडियो पे बस थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्शन करने की कोशिश करी थी. बहुत अच्छा लगता है, वो उधम करता हुआ इधर से उधर जा रहा है और वो मुझसे पूछ रही है मुझे नहीं पता मैं रिएक्ट कैसे करूं, मैं छुपाऊं कैसे. तो इस पे हमारे एक कॉलर का सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन आपके लिए कि बात क्या करें और बात कैसे करें. क्या पेरेंट्स को छुपाना चाहिए अपने बच्चों से, चाहे वो 2 साल का जिसको कुछ समझ नहीं, अभी कुछ समझ नहीं है.
I think the most important thing that we need to understand over here is, like you rightly said, क्या बात करूं और कैसे बात करूं, because it's extremely difficult for children to understand कि उन्हें अपने parents से क्या चाहिए, and it is also very difficult for parents to understand that, you know what, I can't understand how exactly to connect with my child. So the point is that you need to take this as a point to start conversation. अगर मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि मुझे बात क्या करनी है, कोई बात नहीं. The important point is कि मुझे ये पता है कि मुझे अपने बच्चे से जुड़ना है. What is my big goal? So आज जब मैं इस प्रोग्राम के लिए तैयार हो रही थी, तो मुझे सबसे पहले ये एहसास हुआ, as a parent, what is it that I want to do? What is the aim of a family? So एज अ फैमिली द एम इज कि हम मिल के रहें, हम खुश रहें, हम एक साथ रहें, हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो, हम हमेशा एक साथ जुड़े रहें। ये सब बातों के लिए सिर्फ एक चीज जरूरी है, और वो एक चीज है वन एंड ऑल, दैट हमें उनसे बात करनी है, अपने मन की बात, बिना उम्मीद के कि वो भी मुझसे बात करेंगे। क्योंकि बहुत बार ये होता है, पेरेंट्स कहते हैं अगर मेरे बच्चे को मेरे से बात करनी होगी तो वो मुझसे बात करेगा ना, बट दैट इज नॉट हाउ इट वर्क्स। इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज अ पेरेंट मैं ये समझूं, मेरा बच्चा मेरे पास नहीं आएगा प्रॉब्लम लेके, मुझे अपने बच्चे के पास जाना है, उसकी प्रॉब्लम समझनी, अपनी दो बातें करूं, अपनी दो चार बातें समझाऊं, अपनी दो चार बातें फेलियर्स की बताऊं, तब जाके मेरे बच्चे को शायद ये लगेगा कि हाँ, मेरी मम्मी को ये प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है तो मुझे भी तो आ ही सकती है ना। सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट व्हाट कॉन्वर्जेशन टू हैव कि आज मुझे पढ़ाई के बारे में बात करनी है, आज मुझे प्रॉब्लम ये है, हम ये सोचकर बात करते, बच्चे ये सोचकर बात नहीं करते, बच्चे अपनी मन की करते। अगर हम एज पेरेंट्स अपने मन की करें तो हमें ये सोचना ही नहीं पड़ेगा कि मुझे अपने बच्चे से बात क्या करनी, फिर मैं भी अपने मन की बात कर सकती हूँ। बहुत बार ऐसे होता है, मैं अपने बच्चों को देखती हूँ, बात मुझे पढ़ाई की करनी क्योंकि कल होमवर्क सबमिट करना, बट फिर मुझे याद आता है नहीं, इस समय मुझे दिख रहा है कि मेरे बच्चे को ज्यादा जरूरत है कि वो सिर्फ मेरे पास आके बैठ जाए। It's not important to have topics for conversation. It's important to have time for conversation, and it's also very important to be very mindful कि मेरे बच्चे का मन क्या है इस समय, जरूरी नहीं है हर बारी मेरे मन की। एंड दिस इज वेयर एज पेरेंट्स हम थोड़ी सी मार खा जाते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास इतना कुछ होता है अपने बच्चों को बोलने के लिए कि हम बोल बाल के खत्म करें, बट जो एक्चुअल बात थी करने वाली वो तो हमने करी ही नहीं, क्योंकि बच्चे ने जो सुनना था वो तो मैंने सुनाया ही नहीं। मैंने सिर्फ ये कहा आप ये करिए, आप ये बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे, अगर आपने ये नहीं किया तो मैं ये नहीं करूंगी। वो अगर मगर में मैंने पूरी जिंदगी निकाली। पैंडेमिक तो बहुत लोगों ने अगर मगर में निकाला। हम
और
अगर एक बार
सीखा नहीं इस
सॉरी
चीज से, अगर और इस पैंडेमिक से कुछ सीखा नहीं एज अ फैमिली, एज अ पेरेंट, एज अ चाइल्ड, एज अ प्रोफेशनल, तो फिर ये जो कुदरत ने मौका दिया है इसकी बहुत बड़ी सिल्वर लाइनिंग है। अगर वो नहीं किया तो हम सब अनसक्सेसफुल हैं, बिकॉज आई थिंक ये नेचर का एक बहुत बड़ा
प्रोटोकॉल है कि आपको अपने बच्चों की बात को भी फूल देनी है। बट हम पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं, अब आजकल क्या हो रहा है, आई एम सॉरी इफ देयर आर फादर्स ऑन द ग्रुप, मेरे बच्चे मुझे आके कहते हैं कि मैम मेरे पापा के पास वैसे तो टाइम था नहीं, अब क्योंकि वो वेले बैठे हैं, क्योंकि उनका दुकान बंद है, तो वो सारा फोकस मेरे पे है, मैं खा क्या रहा हूँ, मैं पहन क्या रहा हूँ, मैं कितना फोन पे हूँ, मैं कितना अपने रूम में हूँ। एंड यू नो व्हाट चिल्ड्रन कम एंड से, नहीं बैठना उनके साथ, क्या कर लेंगे, क्यों मैं उनकी बातें सुनूं, जब मुझे उनकी जरूरत थी क्या वो थे। और फिर क्या हो रहा है, वो अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए जब बातें सुनते हैं, क्योंकि क्लैश तो हर माँ बाप हर हस्बैंड वाइफ में होते हैं, फिर उन्हें ये डर है कि आंटी फिर क्या करेंगे, फिर वो मेरी मम्मी को बोलेंगे कि तुम्हारी अपब्रिंगिंग है। ये भी बहुत बार होता है, हमें ये रियलाइज नहीं होता कि हम कहाँ कहाँ अपनी सोच को बच्चों पे और दूसरों पर कभी कभी थोप लेते हैं। और यही चीज मदर्स के लिए भी है, हम अपने बच्चों पे बेझिझक बोल, उनका बच्चा देखा कितना पढ़ रहा है, आपका फ्रेंड देखा कितना सिंसियर है, अरे नहीं सिंसियर बनना, क्या करें नहीं सिंसियर बनना। सो द पॉइंट इज नॉट कि मैं अपने बच्चे से किस टॉपिक पे बात करूं, पॉइंट ये है मैं अपने बच्चे से कितनी फ्रीक्वेंटली बात कर रही हूँ, कितना मेरा वो चैनल ओपन है ताकि मेरा बच्चा मुझसे बात कर सके।
मिस करिश्मा, व्हाट इज द साइंस बिहाइंड or science or flow of conversation, scientific flow of conversation which you in your experience think कि सही flow है conversation का? क्योंकि आजकल सब इतने डरे हुए हैं और मेरे पास बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स के अभी अभी क्वेश्चंस आए हैं कि सही बात करने से डर लगता है, तो वो थोड़ा
point over here, I get your point Aditi. So the scientific flow is, if you as a parent have to understand कि मैं अपने बच्चे से कब और क्या बात करूं, नंबर वन पॉइंट इज इट्स नेवर टू लेट, इट्स नेवर टू लेट। हम आज शुरू करेंगे, पेरेंटिंग की सबसे बड़ी खूबी ये है कि जो चला गया वो एक्चुअली चला गया, आप आज से शुरू करो, आप अभी से शुरू करें. Second point, very important, is psychologically we feel that a child at least takes a parent to give 20 to 21 attempts of conversation before वो बच्चा आपसे बात करे. अगर आप देखेंगे जब बच्चा पैदा भी होता है तो हम बोलते हैं 21 दिन, 13 दिन, 40 दिन. There is scientific weightage given to the growth period. जब बच्चा जिंदगी में आता है, जब नई जिंदगी शुरू करता है, तब भी उसे 40 दिन लगते हैं टू एक्चुअली कम बैक टू अर्थ एंड से ओके फाइन आई एम बैक. बट एट द सेम टाइम हम पेरेंट्स की क्या प्रॉब्लम है, हम गिन के 4 बार कोशिश करेंगे बात करने की. आज जाके हम में से बहुत लोग बात करने की कोशिश करेंगे. आई विल नॉट डिनाई. द प्रॉब्लम इज 4 दिन में हम इस बात को भूल जाएंगे कि 4 दिन की कोशिश नहीं है, 40 दिन की कोशिश. आप ये 40 दिन छोड़िए, आप 20 दिन में मुझे वापस आकर ये कहिएगा कि मेरा बच्चा फिर भी मुझसे बात नहीं करता, तब मैं मानूंगी कि जी हम फेल हो. क्योंकि द साइंस ऑल्सो सेज टॉक टू योर चाइल्ड फॉर 20 to 21 days. ओपन द चैनल इन सच अ वे कि बच्चा एक आधी बारी तो वापस रिवर्ट करेगा ही करेगा. जैसे हम साइकिल चलाते हैं, हम अगर बहुत दिन ना चलाएं तो अदिति वो साइकिल की ऑयलिंग खराब हो जाती, जंग लग जाती. उसी तरह से अगर हमने अपने बच्चे के साथ वो चैनल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन ओपन ही नहीं किया है तो क्या होता है कि बच्चा जो है वो शुरू से हमसे बात नहीं करता. और क्योंकि वो बच्चा शुरू से उसे आदत नहीं है उस कम्युनिकेशन की, तो उस प्रोसेस में ये होता है कि वो बच्चा, उसे पता ही नहीं कि मुझे बात क्या करनी. आप 20 दिन उसकी ऑयलिंग करें, बात कर सिर्फ एक समय निकालना है कि मैं इस समय अपने बच्चे से बात करूंगी. और उस तरह से आप उस बच्चे से 20 दिन अगर लगातार होमवर्क करेंगे, ये बच्चा आपसे ऑटोमेटिकली बात करता है. क्योंकि बच्चों की सबसे बड़ी खासियत ये है, इन्हें गैजेट्स नहीं चाहिए जो हम सबको लगते हैं, इन्हें आपके पैसे भी नहीं चाहिए, इन्हें आपकी सहूलियतों की आदत है, बट इन्हें एक्चुअली आप और मैं चाहिए. They want us. They want our time. They want us without our gadgets. They want us without our judgments. So scientifically, take 20 days, 21 days to actually just have direct conversation with your children, because your children only need you. And they don't need you with your judgments. आंटी मेरी मम्मी आएंगी, वो पहले तो ये सोच के आती है कि जो टॉपर बच्चे हैं सिर्फ उन्हीं की बातें अच्छी होती हैं, बाकी सारे तो सिली बातें करते हैं और मैं तो वैसे ही सिली हूँ, तो मेरी मम्मा को तो वैसे ही लगता है कि मैं तो कोई बात नहीं. तो उस बेचारे ने तो अपनी विंडो वैसे ही बंद करी है कि मेरी मम्मा के लिए या मेरे पापा के लिए मेरे फ्रेंड्स ज्यादा जरूरी है, मैं नहीं. एक एपिसोड आपको सुनाती हूँ इसी क्वेश्चन पे. एक बच्चा है जो मेरे पास आता है, अब 12th में. इस बच्चे को 10th में इसके फादर हर बार ही पूछते थे, कोई भी एग्जाम हो, कि बेटा तेरे कितने आए, उस दूसरे बच्चे के कितने आए. एक ऐसा एग्जाम आया जहाँ इस बच्चे से पूछा गया, बेटा आपके कितने हैं. इसने कहा पापा मेरे 91. बेटा आपके बेस्ट फ्रेंड के कितने हैं, पापा उसके 99 है. उनका दूसरा सवाल, बेटा आपके मार्क्स कहाँ कट गए. उस बच्चे को इतना बुरा लगा कि मैं 91 लाया, उस 91 की वैल्यू नहीं है, उन 8 मार्क्स की वैल्यू है कि उस बच्चे को मेरे से ज्यादा कैसे मिले. तो रैट रेस में कौन डाल रहा है, हम डाल रहे हैं. दूसरी बात, उस बच्चे ने पता पलट कर क्या जवाब दिया. उस बच्चे ने एक्चुअली अपने फादर को कहा, पापा आई थिंक आपको उसको अडॉप्ट कर लेना चाहिए, थोड़े दिन के लिए आप उसके पापा बन जाओ और मैं वहां चला जाऊँ. क्योंकि ये चीज हमें ये समझाती है कि बच्चे कितने हर्ट होते हैं जब उनकी चीजें, जब उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, जब उनकी मेहनत को हम अपनी तुलना, हम अपनी एस्पिरेशंस के आगे छोटा बना देते. This is where the problem comes with our children. You know, a lot of us feel कि हम आंसर बैक कर रहे हैं. बच्चों की जुबान इस पैंडेमिक में तो लंबी हो गई. किसने लंबी करी, आपने और मैंने. हमने उनको इतना सुनाया कि उनकी कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म ये है कि दे आर टॉकिंग बैक टू यू, दे डोंट वांट टू लिसन टू यू. इस पैंडेमिक का कारण क्या है? अगर अदिति मैं आपसे पूछूं, कोविड, कोरोना, जिसके बारे में हमें किसी को कुछ नहीं पता कि कौन क्या कर रहा है, यहाँ तक कि हमारे मिनिस्टर्स भी बेचारे कंफ्यूज रहते. इस पैंडेमिक में सबसे ज्यादा अफेक्टेड अगर कोई है तो वो है हमारे बच्चे, जिनको आइडियली स्कूल जाना चाहिए, जिनको आइडियली खुशी मनानी चाहिए, जिनको आइडियली उस पार्क में या उस प्लेग्राउंड में खेलना चाहिए, वो बेचारे 4 दीवारी में बंद बैठ के हमारी बातें सुन रही हैं। बच्चे अब आप ये करो, अब आपकी ये क्लास है, अब आप ये नहीं कर सकते, आप जंपिंग नहीं कर सकते। बच्चे क्या करेंगे? We are not understanding that they feel caged. So scientifically, if you have got my answer, 20 days, 21 days is a minimum period where we say every day to ourselves, मैंने अपने बच्चे के साथ एक रिलेशनशिप बनाया और ये रिलेशनशिप इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट और मेरा बच्चा मुझसे बात कर रहा है कि नहीं। इस तरह आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं।
डॉक्टर, एक सवाल है आपके प्रोफेशनल फैमिली थेरेपिस्ट होने के लिए कि आप फैमिली को एज वन होल फैमिली, स्पेशली फोकसिंग ऑन हस्बैंड वाइफ कपल रिलेशनशिप, आप क्या बोलेंगे, क्या एडवाइस देंगे? और इन्होंने ये क्वेश्चन भी पूछा है कि हम अपने बच्चों को या हम अपने बड़ों को कोरोना कैसे समझाएं, मतलब कोरोना
as a parent, first of all, you as a mother or you as a father have many roles to play. You are a businessman, you can be a teacher, you can be a doctor, you can be a housewife, you can be a mother, you can be a father, you can be somebody's daughter-in-law or somebody's daughter. The first thing that you need to understand and I need to understand is I can play all my roles if I am balanced in my mind. And no conversation is scary for our children. No conversation is scary for anybody. The conversation is not scary. I have already built a fear factor in my mind कि ये conversation से ये effect हो सकता है, ये conversation से ये डर बैठ जाए, क्योंकि मैंने अपने मन में ना कोरोना का डर हमें अपने बच्चों से छुपाना है, ना कोई और conversations का। जब हमारे घरों में लड़ाई होती है, this is a very important question which a lot of parents ask, जी लड़ाई तो होती है, किसके घर में नहीं होती? अब हर चीज का जवाब थोड़ी बच्चों को दें, but it's also very important for us to understand, जब लड़ाई होती है ना, तब ये जो हमारे बच्चे हैं, ये इसलिए नहीं सफर करते क्योंकि वो लड़ाई की बातें सुनते, वो इसलिए सफर करते हैं क्योंकि उनको उन चीजों का कारण या उन चीजों का समझ नहीं दी जाती। अगर मैंने आज मोदी जी की स्पीच सुनी, मैं अपने हिसाब से एज अ हाउसवाइफ समझ रही हूँ, ओहो सब्जी महंगी हो जाएगी, प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। एक बिजनेसमैन सोचता है, ओहो काम बंद हो गया। एक बच्चा सोचता है शुरू में, यस एग्जाम्स खत्म, स्कूल नहीं जाना पड़ेगा। हर बंदे की सोच अपने हिसाब से अलग होती है। व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इज, अगर मैंने कोई ऐसी चीज हुई मेरे घर में या कोई घटना हुई जो मुझे लगता है कि इसका असर मुझे नहीं पता मेरे बच्चों पे कैसे है, हमें अपने बच्चों से खुल के उसके बारे में बात करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे बच्चों के लिए सबसे जरूरी है मेरी उनकी बातचीत। कि बच्चे, अगर मैं आपको गुस्सा करने का हक रखती हूँ तो कोई बात नहीं, अगर पापा ने गुस्सा कर लिया, पापा हमसे प्यार करते हैं इसीलिए कभी कभी गुस्सा होता है। अरे मम्मा ना आज बड़ी सैड हो गई, इसलिए आज मम्मा दीदी पे शाउट कर रही थी, या मम्मा आज दादी और मम्मा दोनों की शाउटिंग हो गई। You have to give explanations to your children because your children don't need to know क्या हुआ. Your children need to know, are you okay, mama? Is papa okay? They don't need to know the nitty-gritties of a problem. What they need to know is a reason. एक लॉजिक चाहिए। आपसे और मेरे से ज्यादा लॉजिकल हमारे बच्चे, हमारे बच्चों को लॉजिक आपके और मेरे से ज्यादा समझ आता है, और इसीलिए बहुत जरूरी है कि हम अपने बच्चों से साफ बात करें। और बहुत जरूरी है कि एज पेरेंट्स या एज बड़े हम ये समझे कि जरूरी नहीं है कि हर चीज का बुरा असर ही होता है। It's extremely important that you need to know that you are doing a good job, and that is why it's very important for you to also understand that you are doing a very good job of having conversation with your children. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. I think I forgot. We have got a wonderful and there is a series of questions by working moms, and they're asking, as working moms, we are spending more and more time at home. There is more conflict, especially with adolescent children. How to handle that conflict?
So, first of all, for adolescent children, the most important question that you need to answer over here is, do you understand one question, that your children are growing up? Your children are not just your and my property. Your children are extremely important. Do you think there is a problem with this?
Yeah, we are handling the problem. There is somebody. I think that it's just got a. It's got some.
Should I just hold on?
So the team is taking care of that problem. Let's continue with this thing, because there are a lot of listeners who are, who are messaging questions. So it's just getting.
Okay. So, sorry. So the question was how to deal with your adolescence. Now the deal over here with your adolescence is extremely important, is that we need to understand that our adolescents means they are not children, they are not babies, they are growing up. So it's extremely important for us to understand that when the children are growing up, there is also the need for children to accept you and for you to accept your children. If you are not receptive with your children, if you are not going to talk to your children appropriately, this is going to create a problem. Please value and respect your children, because if you do not respect your children, this is not going to work. If I'm not going to respect the fact कि मेरे बच्चे बड़े हो रहे, अगर मैं एक 10 या 12 साल के बच्चे को डांटूं सबके सामने, it gives the authority to other people also to scold the children, right? At the same time, अगर यहीं पे मैं अपने बच्चे के ऊपर, अगर 3 या 4 साल का भी बच्चा है, उसमें भी अपनी इज्जत, अपनी एटीट्यूड, अपने कैरेक्टर को लेके बहुत सारी issues हैं. If you ask me, for a 6-year-old, my daughter will say, "Mama, रुक जाओ." If I'm telling her something, कि बच्चे आप बुक लेके क्यों नहीं बैठे? If she's attending a class, she will first say, "Mama, रुको, zoom off करने दो मुझे." You know why? Because it's very important for them to remind me that I also have some kind of izzat, and I also need to be there for, the way I am in my class. My ma'am cannot see that I am careless or I was irresponsible. Same way, our adolescents need acknowledgement. So Aditi, the word over here is acknowledgement for children,
Very important.
especially if they are growing up and if they have crossed the age of 8. I'm not even saying 11, 12, which is obvious, or 13, 14, which is very obvious. I am saying as young as 7 and 8. If they have crossed that age, please refrain from thinking that, oh my God, they are my kuchiku babies. Stop. What they need is not your kuchiku. What they need is your respect, and you acknowledge them exactly the way they want to be acknowledged. You are not supposed to feel that, oh my God, she's just my kid, so I cannot do it. So stop there, right there. And as an adolescent, the most important keywords that I pointed out to you, Aditi, they are acknowledgement and respect.
Respect. And I think that is valid for all mothers also, right? Like whole day, if you are doing, it's a very basic science. Like we all look forward to while cooking or cleaning. We just look forward for that one compliment or that assistance or that positive note of
Absolutely.
confirmation that, wow, mommy, what have
So
you
Aditi, at this pandemic, I'm sure as parents, we all believe that during this pandemic, our children have gone into isolation. They are so scared. You want to know the real reason why they are addicted to the gadgets? I really empathize with all my little children there, whether they are 6 years old, 7-year-old, or they are 14, 15, and 18-year-old. Because they are being
I would
judged.
like to take this opportunity to say I'm myself addicted. I have never ever spent so much time with gadgets since I've spent in the last.
And why are you why are you addicted to your gadget? Because you can't find people.
Yeah, you can't.
Because social distancing has actually, it has fogged the minds of a lot of our teenagers. A lot of our children are constantly living in this fear कि मम्मा वो मेरे friends हैं या नहीं, पता नहीं वो मेरे ग्रुप बनेगा या नहीं, पता नहीं मेरे से बात करेंगे कि नहीं, एंड अगर मेरी मम्मा स्ट्रिक्ट है और उन्होंने मेरी बात नहीं समझी, डू यू नो द साइकिल दैट चाइल्ड गोज थ्रू, बिकॉज द चाइल्ड इज टोटली लिविंग इन फियर. कितनी बार पेरेंट्स आते हैं मुझे कहते हैं हमारा बच्चा बहुत अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट है, क्योंकि हमने नोटिस किया है कि जूम पे उसको आंसर आता है तब भी वो आंसर के लिए हाथ नहीं उठाता. स्टॉप. आपको पता है उसके मन में कितने डर है? आपके डर और आपके ये प्रॉब्लम से बड़ा उसका प्रॉब्लम है कि यार मेरे अगर दोस्त हंसेंगे मैं नहीं हैंडल कर सकता. मैं ये हैंडल कर लूँ कि मैं चुप बैठा हूँ, कि मेरा वीडियो ऑफ है, कि मेरा ऑडियो ऑफ है. व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इज नॉट कि मैं हैंडल कर पा रही हूँ कि नहीं. मुझे अपने बच्चों से इस पैंडेमिक में ये बातें जरूर करनी चाहिए. आर यू ओके? आर योर फ्रेंड्स ओके? डू यू टॉक ऑफन टू देम? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, gadgets. I understand, like you said, gadgets are everywhere. And how do we control these gadgets? You have to stop. First of all, gadgets are not to be controlled. Aaj tak, the word control is anyways wrong. What we need to control is not control. What we need to do is balance. We need to balance the gadgets with the me time, with family time, with conversations, with reading books,
But
with
what if
doing
there
some
is only
art.
one parent and one child? I mean, I totally understand, but there are like, for example, my situation. I only have one person, like my husband, with me. For example, my neighbor, she is with her two daughters in this setup. So you don't really have like a complete family wherein you would say that there are grandparents and parents and children. So there are not many enough people to talk to and have varied kind of conversations. सो उस केस में आप क्या सोल्यूशन है कि मतलब व्हाट शुड बी द ऑप्टिमम स्क्रीन टाइम अगर बच्चों के लिए बोले, और बड़ों के लिए मतलब मेरे एक्सपीरियंस ये होगा कि मतलब गैजेट टाइम एक ऐसा टाइम होता है वो आपको जोन आउट करने में हेल्प करता है कि आप सब कुछ भूल जाते हो. कोरोना के कितने नंबर्स हैं, आपके ऑफिस में क्या टेंशन है, घर में क्या खत्म हो गया, और लॉकडाउन के क्या नए रूल्स चेंज हो गए, क्या इंस्टीट्यूशनल क्वारंटीन. अब मतलब
I get what you're asking, Aditi. Now, here is the point. When did you last get an opportunity to sit and do doodling or listening to music or reading books, or for that matter, doing nothing but just enjoying your Netflix series with working? So you also have to understand that it's extremely important for you and me to understand and respect the fact that we are very importantly a part of this point called society. And pandemic is not happening for you and me alone, it's happening for the world. But how each one of us actually takes it is very important, because we are not expected to, just work, or sleep. We're all doing many things. For people who don't have helpers, ask them. The pandemic is a crazy time for them because they have to do their office work, they have to do their homework. But the point is not the work. The point is balancing your screen time with doing other activities that give you some kind of enjoyment, some kind of happiness, because these are things that actually make you feel happy about who you are. And your children will only take it after you if you are doing it. When I tell my children, let's do doodling, they will not sit and do doodling. They will do doodling when they see me doing it. And we take out time to actually doodle because we enjoy ourselves. We really enjoy ourselves. We really take this time out where we want to be with each other. We want to be there silently, calmly. We are all doing our own work. Studying time. There are days in the afternoon where I tell my children, I am doing my reading. Why don't you do yours? Let's all of us sit and just have a reading time. When we are doing so many activities together, we're still doing our work on a parallel. But when we all do it together, it's reflecting, it's enjoyment. When we as adults stop feeling so burdened. Yes, there is burden. Who doesn't have burdens? You don't have it or I don't have it. We all have burdens related to jobs, related to work, related to children, related to fees, related to household work, related to staff, related to fears of going out and catching the corona. So fears are there. But the important essence is, how can I keep myself above the fear? Let the fear not go above me. Because if the fear goes above me, I am definitely going to catch the whole family. Because I want to give you an example here, Aditi. The idea is, if this is your hand, this is you, the palm, which is actually related with the whole arm. You are the palm that actually keeps the fingers together. If the palm is not strong enough to be able to hold the finger weight, the fingers cannot move. And that's where we have to understand and respect the fact that we need to work on ourselves more than anybody else. And I tell every woman, I tell repeatedly to each one of you that we are all expected to work on ourselves. Every day, take time out for yourself because it's extremely important.
Thank you. It was a very, very wonderful explanation. Very beautifully explained the whole
Thank you.
essence of spending time with yourself, the importance of family time, and in particularly, I really like the concept of doodling. That's what you said, right? Doing your own thing in a space wherein your work is also happening, but you're also spending quality time. So thank
Absolutely.
you. Since you're a very, very famous psychologist, right? You would
Yes,
so
psychologist.
to term. Yes. So, what is it in your experience of last 4 months has been a very unique, um, you know, unique question which would be applicable to a lot of listeners in terms of the kind of situation which is being faced by a regular adult, somebody who's in his.
So, regular adults, a lot of women have reached out. So, I deal with women and children. So, a lot of women have reached out for domestic violence, for abuse, for children, and children have reached out too. So, I can vouch for this, Aditi. Each one of us has somewhere felt not so good enough about ourselves. And that is the reason that we're actually out to catch others, make them feel low so that I can feel good. And the minute you stop fighting it, and you let the person be. So, to be precise, I can actually tell you one point where there was this lady who felt she was not good enough. She felt that she had lost her family to this pandemic because everyone was going haywire. All she had to do was be herself and be who she was and be at her value system. What this pandemic has made me realize essentially and uniquely is that all you needed to do, or this pandemic came for, was to make me go back to what I believe in, what my belief system is, what my value system is, and going back to that. And each of us has such a strong inner voice. Now, this is where I'd actually like to tell all the parents out there. Each of us has an inner voice, जो हम कहते हैं विवेक या हम कहते हैं alter ego. So there are a lot of ways you talk about it. But I'd just like to say that it's your inner voice where you feel that the inner voice is constantly telling you. For example, if I told Aditi that, Aditi, do you think you can come with me right now to the shopping mall? Or do you think you can right now meet me for a coffee? Immediately Aditi's point will be what? Oh my God, I'll have to ask my husband, or probably just an assumption. How can I do this? It's not right. I have fear of corona. I'm not. What is this? This is your inner voice. And it's a constant conversation. Even children have an inner voice. The irony is, you and I built it. You and I built it step by step. So many times I will ask a child, okay, let me do this experiment with you, Aditi. Aditi, tell me 2 good things about yourself.
I'm energetic and I'm very empathetic.
Okay. And tell me 1 bad thing about you.
I'm impatient.
Okay. Which was a faster response? I can tell you the one for the negative. As an audience, the problem is, if I ask you again thoughtfully, are you really impatient or you're just eager and more curious by nature? Does it change or no?
It would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it so bad? Is it a bad thing at all to be curious by nature?
Depends on the situation sometimes.
But when it comes to children, you know what they say? first they will say, आंटी मेरी मम्मा को लगता है मैं बहुत गुस्सा करती हूँ. Okay, I will ask the next question to the child. But आपको सच्ची में लगता है आप गुस्सा करते हो? क्योंकि मुझे तो नहीं लगता. आप तो बड़े cool लग रहे हो मुझे. You know what the response is? Yes, auntie. I also think मुझ में कोई गुस्सा नहीं है. But क्योंकि मम्मा पापा कहते हैं या मेरे friends कहते हैं तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है. What happens is जो ये हमारी inner voice है ना, वो हम अपनी सुनने के बजाय हमारे आसपास के लोगों की आवाजें हमारी आवाज बनती हैं. और ये जो आवाज है, that creates a problem within us, and that creates the issue within us. And we need to understand and respect this part, that we are making the voice for our children. So what do I want to build in my child? How can I empower my child? आपको power देनी है ना. You want to encourage your child, at least use the correct language. Instead of saying you are impatient, I can just tell you one thing. Darling, your curiosity really gets to you. It's not so bad. It's not at all bad. You just need to pick yourself and put yourself up. If you put yourself up, the child will also put themselves up. And
Very
it's as
wonderfully
simple as
explained. Very wonderfully explained. We have Dr. Shalini Mishra with us, and she has a question. Dr. Shalini, please welcome, and please over to you.
Hi, Karishma. So, what I wanted to ask, having two almost teenage children, is that during these school vacations, during the pandemic, of course, we took some time, we got adjusted to the online classes. And then when there were school vacations, online, except for some hobby classes, maybe in the evening, how do we ensure that the children have a disciplined routine? क्या होता है कि वो रात को उनको देर तक सोना है, देर तक जगना है, फिर सुबह देर से उठना है, तो अपने टाइम पे ना तो ब्रेकफास्ट भी नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि सुबह क्लास नहीं है तो उठना नहीं है. अब मुझे काम पे जाना 8 बजे, नहीं उठेंगे, पीछे से फोन करते रहो. कई बार मैंने बोला कि अपना रूटीन खुद बनाओ, बट वो नहीं बनता. हम लोग as mothers, what can we do to help that?
पूरे साल में और पूरी जिंदगी में हम यही नहीं करते हैं. शेड्यूल 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 शेड्यूल. 9 बज गए सो जाओ, 10 बज गए सो जाओ, 11 बज गए सो जाओ, सुबह 6 बज गए उठ जाओ, सुबह 11 बज गए उठ जाओ. I am not defending children. Please, what I'm trying to tell you is they want to feel important about the decisions they make. That is one of the biggest reasons why they do these kind of things. When they prolong, एक छोटा सा काम आप बोलोगे, उसको भी वो आप 50 बार बोलोगे, तब जाके होगा. Why? Try to understand the reason they are doing it. And the biggest reason most children delay work for parents is just to understand and get that attention. कि मेरी मम्मा का काम तब तक नहीं होगा जब तक मैं चाहूँ. And this is a subconscious thought where they are growing up with this thought कि अगर मैं नहीं करूँगी तो मम्मी गुस्सा होंगी, क्योंकि हम सिर्फ गुस्सा होना जानते हैं. Think about the pandemic. It's already keeping them isolated. If they want to stay up till 11, 12, which is viable, which is a viable time. I'm not saying that it is viable according to me, so it should be viable according to you. What I'm trying to get at is sometimes, some situations, you have to open the leash and say, go, enjoy. There will come days again now, they are coming. Your classes are starting, everything is starting, trying to get back to normal life, where you'll again tighten the noose and say, bas, ab subah class ke liye uthna hai, ab uth jao. The point is, give them their me time, where they make decisions. The reason is, it empowers them. What do you want to do is a bigger question. Do you always want to be the disciplinary mother, directing them like a havaldar? बेटा आप लेफ्ट जाओ, बेटा आप राइट जाओ, बेटा आप सीधा जाना, आप 3 किलोमीटर बाद राइट लेना. Or you want to be that mother who sits back in the car and says, अच्छा बेटा अब आप गाड़ी चलाओ, आपको आती है गाड़ी चलानी, I have full confidence कि आप चलाओगे. What I'm trying to say is, we have to start empowering our faith in our children, in our upbringing, that they won't do wrong, that they will do the right thing. But can I loosen up a little with my child? Because my child needs that little space where he feels कि मैं ही मैं हूँ और कोई है ही नहीं. This will give them the empowerment कि my mama believes कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, तो कोई बात नहीं. And why I'm saying this disciplinary versus giving them a little bit of space is because we all know who is a bigger, who is at the more receiving end of this pandemic, you or your child. That will give you an easier answer to respect your child's freedom. For example, my son likes to, go on Amazon and keep seeing things. क्या है? Continuously, cart is filled with things. Why? Why is it filled? They aren't allowed to get out of the house. There is no shopping. There is no buying them new things. It's just pleasure for them. कि मम्मा जब आपका मन हो तब ये सब खरीद देना, इनमें से कुछ भी. You have to give them that freedom to be, that freedom of okay बच्चे, you can do this. Card नहीं use हो सकता till I permit. So the point is the child feels liberty. The child feels empowered to take decisions. So many times, so many children in class 9 and 10 whose parents are telling me, अभी तक holiday homework नहीं किया. Why do I need to bother? छोड़ दो ना. Give them the leash. करें अपने आप. Why am I telling you this? Because they don't need spoon feeding. Your fear of a cycle. अगर मैंने नहीं किया तो ये नहीं करेगा. ये नहीं करेगा तो incomplete रहेगा. Incomplete रहेगा तो grades नहीं आएंगे. Grades नहीं आएंगे तो understanding कम होगी. Understanding कम होगी तो confidence कम. Confidence कम होएगा तो feel bad करेगा. It's a cycle. He's not in it. वो मस्त राम है. You are in it. And you will drag him in it. So stop. Let them do it. You have to put a timetable. You have to put a discipline. You have to put the whole idea of, how you crack it. How do you build this thing where schedule is not, you can put a schedule in place. I'm not saying don't be disciplinary, पूरा खुला छोड़ दो. But discipline can be कि 12 बजे तक you had your नहाना धोना सब कुछ हो चुका है. 12 to do something constructive. 2 o'clock have lunch. What you're doing is giving them brackets of time frames. Instead of saying कि 12 बजे तुम पढ़ने बैठ जाना, I'd rather say बच्चे 12 बजे तक please थोड़ा सा काम करके रखो. मेरे आने तक प्लीज कुछ तो कर लियो. मैं 7 चीजें बोल रही हूँ, knowing के 7 में से एक भी नहीं होगी. But I am giving knowing नहीं होगी. If I get it, it's my good luck. If I don't get it, I will reschedule tomorrow. But what I'm going to do is positively inculcate faith, not in myself, but in my upbringing, in my child. And the child will do it. Don't worry. You and I both are good people. So the faith is not in them. The faith is in the approach. The approach is, it's okay. Koi baat nahi. I trust you. And it's very important for you to tell your child every day, I trust you. So that he can actually trust you back. Because it's not who needs the trust more, actually we all know. Because of the dunya being so bad, the society being so bad. But I'm sorry to say, it's still me only who needs that trust.
Right.
I need to put myself lower than my children and say, "Bachche, aap to bahut achhe. You're doing so well." What am I doing is, eventually, he can't go without me. And I'm aware of that. So the confidence at no point is in myself or in him. It's in the process of growth. It's the mindset that has to grow.
These tricks are so applicable. I use these tricks with my husband as well, especially in the Corona time. Very, very similar fashion. So now that we also have Dr. Shalini Mishra, I have a question which is, respectfully for a doctor, and we are glad we have you right now. How would you explain to kids what is Corona? We don't want to lie to them. We don't want to hide from them. So there is a group of parents. They are asking, how would you scientifically explain Corona to kids?
This is for me. This is for Shalini.
This is for Dr. Shalini Mishra.
Yeah.
So it is a difficult question, and in fact, if you have a little grown-up children with some access to net, they already know what it is. But a way for, especially for small children, we can tell them that is a bad infection. And the way I explained, or we've seen some videos also, very nice ones, how to explain to small children is that if you stay home, corona can't catch you. You can just imagine like it's like a germ or something walking on the road outside. So don't go outside, because if you go out, it'll catch you. But if you stay home, you are safe. And also, we also encourage and tell them that suppose anybody who goes out, comes back, comes from the market, it's possible that they may have caught a little bit of the germs. So that's why we need to wash your hands very well, and we need to clean everything and sanitize more regularly. They're seeing it being done every time. And in fact, a little 7, 8, 9-year-old children will come and help you also. And they'll remind you that you didn't do this step properly, because they're observing how you're doing it. So, and then of course, we need to sit and talk to them. We should not hide it, because they also, some of the children, they also know what are the senses, what is the readings going on around, and then they want to know, is it going away from Delhi, or is it coming back again? What is happening? When will our school open? So a lot of anxiety is there, and we need to tell them that even we don't have the answers. Nobody has the answers. Only time will tell us how long it's going to take and how bad it's going to be. And keep on reassuring them, don't worry, we are all safe, we are trying our best. And then even if something happens, there is a way to handle it. So the reassurance and talking about it instead of hiding it will, I think, definitely help.
I'd just like to add to that, like, there was a lot of fear around for a lot of people, which we as medicos also feel. With kids, what has actually worked is showing them hope, the recovery rate. And my children have actually been tracking it every day. They are eager for it to actually, reach 60 and then mama 65, 70. It's become more for them like a recovery rate to see how life bounces back. So I think with the whole fear and the whole regime of how to keep yourself hygienically safe, it's extremely important for us to show them the positivity that the pandemic has brought, where you as a family may have connected. Of course, a lot of people have lost their lives. It's very risky, it's very tricky. But with COVID, the kind of time, the kind of connections that a lot of people broadly have managed, it's amazing. So, to children especially, please go back as parents and give them rays of hope. Not only the fears, but also hope, because hope builds a very positive vibe around you, around your child, around the family, and the society at large. And this vibe is what we need at this point, that yes, we're all recovering and we're all moving, and that eventually this is going to be behind us. So this is where I feel the COVID really needs to be reached out to each child to know you're okay. Your parents are going to take care of all these activities. Right, Shalini?
Yes, that's right. And also, as far as children are concerned, 10-year and above, there are very few cases. Even younger children, there are very few cases,
Any
because
trend that you could
I think we are very protective. Yeah, we're very protective about our children. That is one more reason we really kept them home. And also probably because as a natural tendency, also children in childhood, they do have some kinds of cold, cough, virals. They are the ones who are more susceptible. So maybe they have better immunity than us, which is also true.
Sure.
Except unless if they have they are very tiny babies, they may be more susceptible.
and
So
is the mother
to
also
tell them, one more way to reassure them is that we say that it usually doesn't affect children, so don't worry, but at the same time be careful.
I have another question from a guest. Are the mothers all are the mothers at risk if their children go out and play at less than 10 years of age because they can't be confined to home? What would you advise? Would you advise them against it?
If you're in a red zone or like Delhi, I would not advise children to go out and play right now, because you need to really supervise uh, what all they are touching, and then when they come back, you have to really scrub them and give them a good bath. So
And are the
not just the
mothers
mothers,
at
it
risk?
may be the grandparents who may be at higher risk. Many times that the senior citizens who are at home, the younger people are going out. If they are not very careful, they can bring in the infection in an asymptomatic manner, and the older people can get affected. So if you have a small balcony, terrace, or some small veranda, do some outdoor activity there. Uh,
I have a
right
very
now, I think for Delhi, it's that.
Thank you. I have a very interesting question considering kids and corona. And this question is to both of you, Ms. Karishma and Dr. Shalini. Ms. Karishma, the question to you is that are you also going and advising at the facilities where the corona patients are, or are you doing any telephonic sessions for them for corona patients? Are you seeing the trends of anxiety or depression amongst kids? And since Dr. Shalini, you are part of the hospital. Have you attended to any such cases wherein you have recommended a psychologist or an expert like Ms. Karishma to any of the patients? So first, over to you, Ms. Karishma, please.
Yeah. So the first thing is that yes, Corona is there, very much there, and as a protocol, the conscious awareness for parents or family members is very big, and it's happened to a lot of my own personal clients and their families. So yes, I have attended to many children who are undergoing the anxiety, but later on the result is that they have been asymptomatic, but the fear was bigger than the fact that you just had to be cautious about the whole process. So yes, counseling is extremely important for such cases where you feel the anxiety and panic attacks have increased for certain family members or neighbors or spouses, where you do not know what to do about it. There was one particular mother who actually called saying that my in-laws have been detected with corona, and so is my child, and I'm very worried that if I get it, how do I serve? And if I don't serve, who will serve? So you see, there are a lot of panic attacks, stress, anxiety, which is involved with this pandemic or any other such situation. The correct protocol is first to calmly, therapeutically make them understand their strengths. Work, of course, you have to caution them, like Dr. Shalini said about the do's and the don'ts. But apart from the do's and the don'ts, it's extremely important to keep their mindset very positive to the fact that, okay, I'm asymptomatic and I can handle this. And I'm going to just be strong. Of course, caution being prime. But it's also very important to boost their motivation to survive that period. Because that survival, of that anxiety, that panic attack, or that stress of, oh my God, and very important is also the society ostracizing you. You are cut. Oh my God, they got it. That house got it. That family got it. So people are kind of shunning you away, saying, you are like an outcast. And after 14 days or maybe after a month, you want to come back to society saying, okay, it's over, we've tested negative. But people are so wary of you as if you're like a chalta firta contagious beam, but that's not true. So the awareness is not only to the people who've got it or the society or the family members, but also to the society at large, that let's not cut them off saying that, they are untouchables or there is a problem with them. They are also very much part of our society, and we need to be receptive and kind to them in this time of crisis. Instead of just fearing for my life, if as a society I can just be more proactively positive. There are so many times when you're walking, you see people forgetting their masks or it's not there. As a protocol, I tell my children, it's okay to remind someone, it's not rude. But at the same time, to be cautiously giving them a positive smile is no harm. You can keep your social distance, but you can still smile and pass on that vibration, because positivity is the need of the hour. The fact that we need to work on this crisis as a society, as a unit, is extremely important.
What do you think, Dr. Shalini? Have you treated any patients? What is the situation like at the hospital?
So at the hospital, thankfully, none of the children I treat have turned out to be positive. But I get an average of 3 to 5 phone calls almost every other day. Friends, family members, relatives, or patients' relatives who have become positive and they are in home quarantine and they're really panicking. So like we in the hospital also we have a strong team for for psychological support, and they hold online meetings with them. There's a timing. There are many healthcare workers who have been affected, and they also have a lot of negative feelings, a lot of depression. So they also need support, and then many of them are becoming all right and coming back to work. So that is a very good thing. So the stigma that Karishma was talking about, that society we need to get over it. It can happen to anybody. If you think it necessarily, not necessarily, maybe somebody's mistake that they got a COVID infection,
Virus.
it is possible. It's everywhere and anybody can get it, right? So if you're trying to stigmatize someone today, tomorrow it may be your turn. So we have to help each other. Like I also said in my talk, that all the caregivers have to help that family. And in fact, once they overcome it, they can be of a great utility by donating their plasma for a sick patient. So every other day we are searching for a particular blood group, plasma donor, mil nahi raha. So that is one thing which people who have gone through corona, they have become successfully, well, they should be willing to go and donate their plasma and help somebody who's really sick and in need.
Absolutely important. हम सब गवर्नमेंट को ब्लेम कर रहे हैं, रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं with posts through various social media channels, through our own connects within the government and government agencies. It is our responsibility as well to fight this together and to support if we are a survivor. सबसे बहुत sincere और earnest request है. This is the need of the hour. Just because you have survived, it doesn't mean that it cannot happen to you again. But that should not be the reason. The reason should be that because you have survived gracefully, it's time to help. And the others, the others, us, we cannot help until we can only do. If I'm correct, please, doctor, correct me. We can only, the blood can be donated only by corona survivors, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
For
yes.
plasma
So,
treatment.
so there are some antibodies. That is those are the defense mechanisms that our body produces in order to fight the virus infection. So that will be present only in those who have had an infection. And usually it is about 1 month after they started their symptoms, and then they are ready to give those antibodies. It is the white part of the blood. It's not the proper full blood that they give. It's called plasma, and they extract it in a special way. And then that can really help someone who is very sick on a ventilator or something like that.
Thank you. It's 6 o'clock. It's time to wrap up, my friends. Thank you so much. It was an absolute wonderful session. Miss Karishma, I wanted to do your happiness question therapy. I don't know, like one of the exercises. How long does it take? कितना समय लगता है उस चीज के लिए?
So there are a lot of exercises, but to begin with, to end it with one small one is,
Please.
so when we do therapy, the one thing that I want each one of us to know and take away from here is, I can choose to be in the role of a mother, a wife, a father, a daughter, a daughter-in-law, or I can look at the bigger perspective, the goal. And my goal as a parent is to empower and encourage my child. And with that goal, when I want to work towards my child, I will not just be a mom. I can be a friend, I can be a guide, I can be an anchor. So it's all in your hand. And I want each one of us to remember that this hand, the palm, is you. And this palm is what is holding each member of the family together. Whether they are 10 members or whether they are 2 members. Each finger of my hand has a different role to play. And each finger has its unique reason and use. I cannot use my forefinger when I'm trying to do something with my small finger, when I need to just open something or get my finger into something. Whereas if I need to pick up a packet full of 5 kgs of tomatoes, I'll probably be using my first 2 fingers. So each finger, my thumb, has a different role. My palm is me. And this palm is always generous to encompass everybody and anybody in my family. As a family, if I can hold my family with me, connected, accepting each one in their roles, I can make a beautiful hand, which is all powerful. And this powerful hand can take care of all the needs and issues that I have. So, as happiness quotient, as a psychologist, I sincerely request each one of us to be more compassionate towards our children, to make sure that we reach out to our children, because our children are not isolated, they are lonely. They are not on gadgets because it's their choice. They are on gadgets because there is no choice. These gadgets are not going to be their friends forever. But these gadgets are supporting them in this time of pandemic where they do not know how do they reach their friends. How do they let their friends know I am also there? I am also a part of the class. How do they do that? They do that through the medium of gadget. I'm not saying give it to them 24/7, but let's not be rigid with them. Let's be compassionate. Let's reach out. Let's make them understand the need and our need for this gadget and this overall connection that we need to have. So I know we've run out of time, but Aditi, if there is anyone who wants to ask a question, I'm okay if there is anything that anyone's
Sure.
really wanting to.
Thank you. So I have a question from a mother. Her name is Dimple Tukral. Her question is, my son has to give his entrance exam this year as he is in class 12, but the dates of exams are extending again and again due to COVID. How to guide my child about it as he is not serious about it?
And this is a very ideal situation for a lot of us who had children in 10th and 12th. For the last 2 months also, boards हो रहे हैं नहीं हो रहे हैं, class है नहीं है, exam है नहीं है, entrance है नहीं है. The child's fluctuation of anxiety. After a point, अगर आप एक fan के switch को, Aditi, tell me, अगर मैं fan के regulator के साथ play करूँ, on off on off on off, what
Yeah.
happens to the fan's regulator? It's gone. It's gone for a toss, right? And that is the fan's way of coping with this fluctuation of voltage. कभी दे रही है, कभी नहीं दे रही. Same way, each child has a different way of coping with this pandemic and the problems related to their career future. And this particular child, Dimple, may have actually switched off from this problem of anxiety and stress by saying अब जो होगा देखी जाएगी, जब होगा पढ़ लूंगा, अब मैं कूल हूँ. Isn't it better than one child who's actually fretting about it? अब क्या होगा, अब मैं क्या करूंगा, अब मैं कैसे आगे बढ़ूंगा? Because that is more tricky to deal with. What is easier to deal with is when my child has managed to cope with the situation in his own way. What I need to do is every day put water in that plant that I have planted. कि बेटा जब exam आएगा, you will manage ना, you will manage ना. Because a lot of us have these fears. For example, I have a child who plays tennis. He has this fear. Mama, meri ranking. How will I do it? Now here is the question. I don't need to work on the child. I don't need to think, oh my God, because the child is home, the child is going to give up on his dreams. No. It's better the child stops talking about it or you stop talking because it's an effort. Every day वो regulator को 20 बारी घुमाने से अच्छा है कि वो regulator शांत हो जाए. What I need to do with my child is tell him, I know you are so good with it. I know जब ये खुलेगा you will be able to do it. What can you do now? Can I motivate and deviate him into a direction which will help my goal? That is very important. For the mother, it is very important to identify a parallel goal. A parallel goal is extremely important and hence it will work. So this is how I hope I've answered the question. But please understand, children also are like those regulators that you cannot keep just changing the energy you put into them. So yeah.
And also there is no correct answer or perfect answer, or
Absolutely.
the situation is new. We are all experimenting it together. Thank you so much. Both of
Aditi, I'd like to end with just a recap of the few things that I would like parents to go back with. One is, please acknowledge what your child feels, whether it's sadness, whether it's happiness, whether it's feeling low, whether you see them crying or their anger. Acknowledge it. When I acknowledge it by saying, I know you're feeling bad, I know you're not okay, immediately the child starts feeling okay. Number one, acknowledgement. Second is respect. If you can show some respect to your child's feelings, if the child has said mama aaj nahi 4 दिन free de do 5वें दिन करूँगा, you know he is procrastinating, कोई बात नहीं है अगर आज मैं छोड़ दूंगी, maybe after 2 days I can actually cajole him and say चलो कोई नहीं आप कर लेते. So please respect what your child feels, acknowledgement and respect. And the second most important thing is, let's not listen to our children to reply back. Let's listen to our children to understand what they are going through. Most of the times we are only listening to give an answer back. नहीं, हाँ, अच्छा कर लो, अच्छा छोड़ दो, अच्छा मैंने कहा ना अभी नहीं करना, अच्छा आप ये नहीं करोगे तो मैं ये नहीं करूँ. Stop. Just listen. Sometimes listening to mumble jumble is going to make you happy. Because happiness is not about the achievements. Happiness is more about how happy do I feel seeing my children grow. How happy do I see myself in the mirror. How much do I reflect on myself to be happy when I say, okay, today's job is done. That's happiness. Make your day count. Don't count your days.
Absolutely. Very wonderfully explained and summarized. We generally do a quiz. You really helped the audience to get the answers of all the quiz. We generally do a WhatsApp quiz with all our members, especially.
Okay. That's so
But
cool.
absolutely fantastic session. I took a lot, although I don't have children yet. But I took a lot to use it in my, with my partner. So, and I would also like to thank Dr. Shalini for being present for today's seminar and giving her expertise and being with us and helping Healthy Ho help everybody in the audience. So, thank you, everybody. Good evening. And have a very happy Sunday. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.